Okay, next day of our grand adventure. And today it's just Brenden and I as we head out, leaving the island of St. Lucia. And we're heading for Martinique. So just Brenden and I. And Tiki, of course. And leaving St. Lucia behind. For what may be the last time. You never know. But we're heading off to next big adventure. And as you can see, we've got a reef in the mainsail. And just going to put out the jib with a reef on that also. And keep it fairly docile today. We don't need a whole lot of sail area. I'm sure we'll do fine. Probably still average 5-6 knots, which should keep us going good. It should only be about maybe a 6-hour sail today. Martinique's not too far. It's about 30 miles, maybe 26 miles, something like that. So we got good winds. Winds are 18 to 20 knots just south of east, which is perfect for where we're going. And I picked up some of the parts we needed here and got the work on the dinghy done, so the dinghy's ready to go. And we had to get a couple repairs. It had a leak in the back of it, so we got that all fixed here in St. Lucia. And now we're going up to Marin in Martinique and see if we can pick up a couple more parts. I need to get a prop shaft seal to fix that leaking prop shaft problem, obviously, and maybe check out some starters, see if they have any rebuilt or new options for starters, because I've got 3 spare starters that are all broken and lots of parts, but I need one that's just all put together, and a lot of the old ones I've got are pretty beat up, so I want to have one good one on standby, and then we'll just keep all the rest for emergency parts as we travel long term. So that's today as we head off into the not too distant yonder. It's about 1:30 in the afternoon. We've had a fantastic sail so far, and as you can see, we have Martinique off the bow. Welcome to France. So yeah, we're still about 2 miles out, but we've averaged about 6 knots all the way here. It's been a great trip. Seas are just starting to steady out a little bit. Yeah, we had about I'd say 2 to 3 meter swells, so 6 to 10 feet. Nothing too major, but it was comfortable right on the beam. So now we'll head into Marin, get situated, and then go ashore and get some wine and cheese. How was the trip?
Okay. Got some ginger snaps and I'm a little better now.
Yeah, you feeling better?
Yeah.
Brenden was getting a little bit woozy with the rolling waves. They don't bother me at all, but yeah, like I said, about 2 to 3 meters, so we were getting rolled a little bit, so yeah. We got to get some more, what is it? Gravel or anti-seasickness medication or something like that.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it's a bit more like a mild sedative. Yeah. Throw up if you're asleep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the only problem. Knocks Brenden out, but at least then he doesn't have to worry about it. But all in all, it was a good sail. Brendan's first sail offshore in a long time, actually. I think the last time was, what, a year and a half ago, just between Grenada and St. Vincent, right?
Yeah, we did that circuit a few times.
Yeah, nothing major. So this is definitely his biggest transit. So, good so far. Now we've got a couple of days of just day sails up the coast of Martinique. So we'll bring you guys along for that once we finished up in Marin.
Yeah.
So that's next. Oh, there's Tiki. Tiki smells land. Playing with her toys. She always gets excited, just like me. It's always good to be at sea. Les Marins, located in the southeast corner of Martinique, is definitely one of the biggest marine communities you're going to see anywhere in the Caribbean. You'll find everything from mega yachts to cruisers to day sailors to, well, we don't like to talk about these ones. So there's a very cool little river out back in Les Marins, and it's just surprising. You just go from complete wilderness to complete industrial in just like, boom, 2 seconds. It's amazing, but very cool place. And as you can see, everybody gets around like we do, via dinghy. Oh, they're locked. On land, it is also a bustling French community and a place where sailors can go to get anything they need, from provisions to boat parts. No shortage of wine in France. Hey, they stocked up on beer. Cool. Yeah, that's what I want here, one of these cases. 0.8 euro per can. Yummy. It's amazing. I wasn't sure what to expect in France, French country, but it was very good prices here. I'm very surprised. We get a lot of stuff for a little bit of money. Just keep in mind that it is a French community and everything here is in euros, so a lot of the parts are typically 20 to 30% more expensive than you'll find at the other islands, but they are here. Okay, so mission complete in Les Marins. We're just on our way outbound, and we got as much stuff as we could do here. It's the weekend now, so everything is closing, but we did manage to find the prop shaft seal, and I'm going to change back to the one that used to be on the boat. Yeah, so this is what we've got to replace the one that is on the boat now, because I've got one of those bellows style that I put on a few years ago, and I've never found it to be quite as good. This one was on the boat for many, many years after I bought the boat, and I think it was probably about 6 years even after I bought the boat before I had to change it, one of the Volvo Pentas. But the new one I put on, I get 3 years out of, and I've had it just randomly start leaking several times. So we're gonna go back to the heavy duty Volvo Penta, put that on, and see how that does. So we'll put that back on and see how that works. So that'll be next project that we'll probably do in Dominica. I'll look for some help in Dominica. There'll be some engine mechanics there that I can pick up at a reasonable rate, because here labor in France will definitely be more expensive. We did some good shopping. We picked up lots of food and supplies and stuff like that, and definitely got some good rates on the provisions. The parts for the boats, they're readily available. Prices are average. I don't think they're much less or much more than anywhere else, but they're definitely available here, because as you can see from what we've shown you, it's a very, very big port. So lots of stuff here. And now we are on our way out of Les Marins and heading towards next anchorage, which is Grand Larcet or something, I can't remember, but we'll bring that up on the chart here and show you where we're heading. It's a little tiny anchorage, little tiny town, just on the southwest corner of Martinique, and there's 2 little bays in there. I've been to one of them. We're gonna go to the other one today, one that I haven't been to, I'm pretty sure, and see what it looks like. And I think that it should be a lot of fun and something new to experience. So I'm gonna take Brenden for a little stroll around town there, and then we'll head up to St. Pierre. And St. Pierre, as you guys might remember from previous videos, where the volcano is. The volcano, Mount Pelée, that destroyed the whole city and killed 30,000 people with one flash of heat in less than 2 seconds, like less than a minute. So crazy story there, but that's what we're gonna pass through on our way up to Dominica. As you sail along the south coast of Martinique, heading west from Les Marins, you'll come across a very pronounced pinnacle rock called Diamond Rock. I did a video about Diamond Rock a few years ago that had some interesting facts about its rather colorful past. Here's a few clips for you to enjoy. Along the way, we came across a large volcanic pinnacle rock just off the southwest corner of Martinique called Diamond Rock. During the Napoleonic Wars over 200 years ago, Diamond Rock had been occupied by Commodore Samuel Hood in January of 1804. Hood had been protecting convoys of British ships from French privateers sailing out of Guadeloupe and Martinique, and Fort-de-France on Martinique hosted much of the French fleet. After surveying Diamond Rock, Hood decided to blockade Fort-de-France, which would allow the British to control French shipping and intercept supplies intended for the French garrison. The rock gave a strategic advantage as any ships approaching from sea would have to pass within sight of Diamond Rock to make landfall in the bay. By forcing the ships outside the cut and out to sea, the ships are unable to sail upwind to make landfall on the west coast of Martinique. As we pass by Diamond Rock at the southwest corner of Martinique, we come around the leeward side of the island and head up towards the capital of Fort-de-France. Right along the way, and just as we come around the corner, there's a small group of bays called Anse de Arlet. It's comprised of 3 bays, and today we're going to the northernmost one I haven't been to before. It's a very picturesque little French village with a beautiful beach and a good-sized fishing community. Okay, we just had a little bit of an emergency out the back. It seems to have disappeared, but we had picked up some kind of a fishing buoy or something, and it hit us hard. We didn't see it, but then as I put it into reverse, and it looked like it fell off the back. So we were damn lucky, because it must have got caught up on the keel, and then maybe the propeller pulled it up, I don't know, but I don't think it was in the propeller, or we'd still be stuck, because we put it into reverse and stopped the boat, and it looked like it fell off, but it looked like a fishing pot of some kind. And after we saw it go past out here, and it was just like a clear plastic empty Coke bottle, and it's like just ridiculous. I don't understand what these fishermen are thinking when they put these bottles out to mark their fishing lines with a clear line. I mean, seriously, give your head a shake. It's in an anchorage. It should be yellow, red, green, something bright that's going to stand out in the sun, but no, clear plastic. So we hit it. And we hit it hard, and it hit us hard. But here's where we are now in Grand Anse de Arlet in Martinique. It's a nice small town, but we are just arriving and just about to set anchor. And very thankful we're not out there offshore trying to cut a line off our prop. So we didn't have a GoPro to see what it looked like first, but definitely there's something on our propeller. He doesn't understand English, but he looked at the propeller and went, yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut the engine off just so he's not worried about it. We'll start it up again to test when he's finished. Ah! Wow. Clear bottle.
Wow.
That's just bad. Wow. It's done? It's okay?
No.
Still more?
No, just line.
Just line. Wow. It's wrapped up good, that's for sure. Oh, that's the line?
Okay.
Wow. Merci beaucoup.
I brought something. Huh?
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's okay now?
Just a little. I don't know the name.
The line?
There it is. Behind, the polyester is broken.
Something's broken? On the boat is broken? Okay, I'll have to have a look. Beer?
No, thank you.
No? Anything, sir?
I don't drink alcohol. I don't drink alcohol.
Soda?
No, thank you.
You okay?
Okay.
Wow, merci beaucoup, monsieur.
De rien. No problem.
Yeah, very much appreciated, huh? Thank you.
Right.